Speed golf, baby. Let's go. We are so excited. Welcome, everybody. We're glad you're here. It's time for the first ever Speed Golf Baby Awards, the most prestigious Speed Golf Awards show this week. And tonight, it's the night we celebrate excellence in speed golf with me, the third best speed golfer in Traverse City, Michigan. And on this special night, looking better than the day he was married, my good friend Garrett Holt. Garrett, welcome.
Thank you, Adam. I'm excited to be here. I made sure I got my haircut yesterday, so I'm ready to go.
Looking fly. Here, cheers to you, Garrett.
Cheers.
What happened in 2025? So many amazing things. 2025 was the year that we published the 2024 Speed Golf World Championships videos. Got them out within 6 months of the event, which, based on the budget I got from the ISGA, I think is actually quite an achievement.
The more you wait for it, the better it gets.
Yeah, the budget I got from the ISGA was that I paid them $400 to go to the World Championships.
It's grassroots. No complaints.
Exactly. No, I'm not complaining. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We had the inaugural European Speed Golf Open, and in the land of rules and regulations, no penalty for Carl Palmberg leaving his putter on the sixth hole.
Yeah, we're still working things out, spirit of speed golf.
That's right. We saw speed golf played at the SoFi Center, the most prestigious indoor speed golf venue in the world. Lauren Cupp had 2 holes in 1 this year. 3 if you count the hole she made in the SoFi Center when she bladed one out of the sand.
The shot heard around the SoFi.
Ding! This is the year Robin Smith just absolutely popped off, traveled to Australia, Ireland, US, won them all. But this does feel a little bit like a Three Bears situation where Jamie Reed is going to come back and be like, someone's been sitting in my chair. Someone's been eating my porridge. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed. What the hell is going on here? The biggest and best U.S. Open of all time.
That was just top notch.
And just 12 hours ago, the Japanese Speed Golf Open happened. Rob Hogan victorious over Tatsuya Shinmoto and Jin Ota. The big bearded Irishman will not quit.
Yeah, that was awesome to watch. Maybe his first in a long time or first ever winning that.
So it'd have to be his first time winning the Japanese Speed Golf Open. And first win I can remember. Well, no, he won the French Open in 24, I believe.
Did it cross your mind in the last month or two trying to make it work to go back? Were you having any FOMO? Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
I had serious FOMO.
Yeah, I would. There are a lot of things I would give up to go back and play another event at the 700 Club. That place is so much fun. And Japanese Speed Golf, I mean, they do a pretty good job of organizing tournaments.
Yeah, maybe someday down the road.
Garrett Holt, I would like to hear from you before we get into the official categories. And I think, readers of the newsletter will already know what categories are up for official awards. But unofficially, for you, what was your personal speed golf highlight of the year?
At the pre-read, when I first saw this, just because of his recent memory, I had a blast at the U.S. Champs scoring for one of the juniors that was playing in that event. They had like 20 kids doing it and a couple siblings, and the family was going out with one of the brothers, and I volunteered to help out with the other one, and scoring for little Lucas was just a blast. So that, I guess, selfishly, one of my better performances this summer at Kentucky, taking third, had just both things going together where it was my lowest golf round, I think, at Kentucky, and my fastest time by a couple minutes. So
you shot what, 75, 76 there?
I think 76 and 56. So yeah, I was just super chuffed at that. What about yours?
Well, it's funny. My personal speed golf highlight also came in Kentucky. Had a real tough day the first day, but the second day, birdied the very first hole, got around fast, 53-10, which is a 4.5 minute time drop for me. and
That was blazing.
shot 83, which my best on that course is 82. So I was pretty pleased with that. And I never told you this, Garrett, but when I crossed the line, I said to Luther Olson, I said, "There's no way Garrett's beating that," but you did.
Famous last words. You just every year we go there, just say something along those lines. I think it's good luck.
Yeah, I'm reverse jinxing you so hard.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, that was cool. That was a couple of personal bests. I was happy to see it.
Super fun. And I mean, I continue to say that Glen Oaks is the greatest test of a speed golfer in America.
Absolutely. If you can get around there in the 50-minute range, yeah, you're fit. If you can shoot in the 70s, your game is really, really in shape.
Yep. And by the way, hats off to Jason Hawkins, who took his foot off the gas, ran a pretty slow time for him, 50 minutes flat, but shooting one under par 71. Not too bad.
Gosh, jeez. Yeah.
Not too bad. Is that going to crack the top 10 best rounds of the year?
I don't think so. It's been a big year.
Sorry, Hawk. You're going to have to get out that stimulation suit again. All right, Garrett. Are you ready to give a real award here?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh,
I don't get an award for that. Oh, okay.
and by the way, it's time for us to announce that there are actually prizes. We have prizes for all the winners of these categories. And just hold on to your hats, because I don't think you're
The
going to
budget.
believe. You're not going to believe the kind of budget we have for this.
Mhm.
More than the ISGA's entire bank account. All right, and the first one we're going to award is the Breakout Speed Golfer of the Year. Celebrates a player new to the game who immediately made their mark, showing you don't need a decade of experience to make waves in this sport. Honorable mention for me, Kyle Payton. In his first ever speed golf event, he won the Arizona Speed Golf Open, beating Scott Dolly, Gat-Jiet Gao, and Steve Vansel.
Wow. That's just an honorable mention.
Not the Breakout Speed Golfer of the Year.
I think another honorable mention would be Jim Davis.
Yeah.
And his performance. Maybe his second year doing this, but he's just dabbled in a couple of events. But yeah, he really broke out at the U.S. Champs.
Yeah,
Top American.
Top
Yeah.
American, third place overall, beat Steve Vansel. Not an easy feat.
Steve Vansel is the barometer. If you're beating Steve Vansel, you're elite.
Steve Vansel at age 60, by the way. Jim shot a 76 on the second day, lowest speed golf score of the day, and does get an honorable mention in this category. One more honorable mention for me, James Hardy. I would say the best looking new speed golfer. He is all that is man. Beat Luke.
Take it down a notch there, Adam.
Whoa. I'm taking it up, if anywhere. Beat Luke Willett at his own golf course, Sunningdale Heath. Shot 59 on that track. That's a par 58, I believe.
That sounds right. Yeah, that was incredible performance.
Yes. Won the British Championships in his first ever competitive outing. Quite an achievement.
That's definitely an honorable mention.
One more. So here's the thing. We've started paying closer attention to New Zealand speed golf this year. So is Harry Bateman a breakout speed golfer? I say yes. I mean, he is your New Zealand Open champ. He beat Robin Smith, his brother Bernie Smith, and Brad Hayward to win the New Zealand Open.
Yeah, that was just incredible what he did. Stellar golfer. I think he's got quite the golf pedigree. You can have really great performances, but when you beat some of those stalwarts head to head, that says a lot.
All right, my breakout speed golfer of the year, for real, Garrett, is Carl. Carl Palmberg, Swedish national record and European Open champ, a -4 with 5 birdies in 42 minutes, took a 10-minute lead into round 2, and just even losing a putter, kept the foot on the gas pedal and brought it home for the Nordic countries. Carl Palmberg is my breakout speed golfer of the year.
I would have to agree with that. I think the consensus definitely edged toward Carl whenever you polled the group. Maybe not the biggest, most elite field and some of that for head-to-head stuff, but when you're playing against a golf course, he just obliterated the golf course. He beat Old Man Par. Yeah, I think you put him in more events, he's going to keep doing the same.
He also beat Old Man Luke Willett, which is not too shabby. All right, Carl Palmberg, your award for Breakout Speed Golfer of the Year is that on behalf of Scott Dolly, I will announce that you get a no expenses paid trip to play in the US Open in 2026.
Oh, Scott, that's so sweet. You can also get a little Speed Golf USA sticker. I'm sure they've got plenty of those.
Definitely. You are also getting a Speed Golf USA sticker, as well as Kyle Payton will make you a silo and spike if you pay for the materials. Congratulations, Carl Palmberg, breakout speed golfer of the year. Woo. Oh, and by the way, quick note here: keep your eye on Carl Svinnerland from Sweden. Guy's just 19 years old. He won the Lidköpings event. Sorry in advance. Sorry in arrears for the pronunciation there. And then he was second in the global indoor speed golf event, first in the age adjusted rankings, shot a 77 in 42 minutes in indoor speed golf this last weekend.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll add him to my list of 40 speed golfers to watch in my free time.
You ready for another award, Garrett?
Yeah, let's go.
You want to introduce this one?
Sure. Innovation of the year. This sport, it's all about innovation. We're all trying to find the edge. So, from format tweaks to fresh ideas that push the sport forward, this award celebrates creativity and courage and reimagining how we play, watch, or grow speed golf.
I would like to volunteer an honorable mention for this category,
Okay.
which is Chris Hundhausen, the professor of speed golf, and his lab at Oregon State University developing Speed Score. Speed Score is, I would say, the premier tournament management app for speed golf. The reason that Speed Score is not in contention for me for innovation of the year is that Speed Score does what it's supposed to do. You don't get extra credit for doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, very true. I mean, it's an online scoring thing. There are lots of those out there. Doing that for speed golf, though, is really, really big because the people tuning in across the country, across the world, we want to know those results quickly. And just putting it down on paper on a scoreboard and posting it the next day, we want to know.
Yeah, it's easier to look things up in Speed Score than it is to try to find the Facebook post with the attached image of the screenshot of the PDF of the New Zealand Speed Golf Open results. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, Speed Golf World.
Do they have computers down in New Zealand? Okay.
I'm told that some of them do.
Okay, good.
We're going to have to investigate when we go there. I will offer an honorable mention also to Pam Painter in the British Speed Golf Championships. There's a difficult tension that you have to navigate when hosting a speed golf event, especially one that's as popular and attractive as the British Championships, which is the golf course doesn't want to give up 2 entire days of a weekend rates for players who are only going to be on the golf course for 26 minutes at a time. But they had 60 players play and another 60 on the wait list. So they were able to develop a 1-day format that had a prelims and finals. The top 20 went to a championship final. So the top 20 did play 2 rounds that day. That was how James Hardy won his British championship. I think this is an innovation in event management that I'd like to see encouraged. Honorable mention.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty incredible.
One more honorable mention for me is Irish style scoring, pioneered by the man himself, the great Rob Hogan. So in Irish style scoring, your time is your time, but then you get 30 seconds subtracted for every birdie, 30 seconds added for every double bogey. Kind of has something in common with Stableford scoring, where anything worse than a double bogey is just effectively a 0 on the card.
Yep.
And I like this for putting the focus on speed where it belongs and also encouraging aggressive play. Because if you're a player at the caliber of a Robin Smith, then you feel like bogey is the worst I could possibly make, and so I'm going to fire at every pin, which I think is cool.
Yeah, I think this format's really cool. When I heard about it, I'm like, this would be such a blast to try just for a change of pace. Maybe yielding different results, maybe the same. I don't know. So what you got for the big winner of this one?
For me, it is Kyle Payton with the Speed Golf app. First of all, I like Speed Golf app, but he created a feature called Race Replay specifically for the U.S. Open, or as my good friend Robin Smith puts it, that cool dot tracker thing.
See, that's how I would describe technology. Yeah, the thing with the dots where it's moving.
Anyway, so the dots moved around the golf course in sync with their speed golf scores. So you can see kind of Robin Smith leading wire to wire. Or if you were to zoom in on the 40 plus Masters division, you would see yours truly pulling it out.
So that included the golf score too. That was somehow
Yes.
factored in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
That's crazy.
by
Yeah,
speed golf
that
score.
blows my mind. That's a
Yeah.
huge innovation. Kyle's awesome at doing that stuff. So
yeah,
we're happy to have him tinkering.
Innovation of the year, Race Replay. Garrett, what's the prize for the innovation of the year?
Kyle, I will give you a free bucket of balls at Horton Smith when you come for the Missouri Speed Golf Open next year.
Oh man, expires.
One free bucket, small bucket. So the big one's too big. Small bucket. Yes.
Expires June of 2026.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, book your flight.
A little interlude for you, Garrett, here. And I'm calling this the Space Jam scenario. So you imagine aliens challenge humanity to
Okay.
a speed golf tournament. You can only nominate 5 Earthlings to represent Earth against the aliens. Who's in your top 5? Let's assume
Okay.
that injuries are not a factor.
I'm not sure who that's hinting at. So Earthlings, I'm a little unsure. Some of these may not qualify as Earthlings.
Okay.
They're kind of out there type people, but we're gonna go with Rob Hogan. Because I mean he's a stud at speed golf. What he does is amazing. He's just lightning fast. I think maybe the monsters, the aliens, whatever, they may even follow him on TikTok right now. Like he's that big. So I'm going with a different plan. So a different plan is to show off to the other squad and beat them, but also like maybe win them over to where we can be like buddies, you know?
Ooh, I like this.
So
Diplomatic.
so I also have some diplomatic entries. Some ladies of speed golf. Lauren Cupp, one of the best women speed golfers in the world. Also super diplomatic, just the sweetest person. Emily Millard, just her speed golf prowess, the way she strikes the ball. Going back to the males, Robin Smith, I mean, he's one of our best. So he's got to be on there. And then Luke Willett, just to show off with his speed. And I feel like he would probably be friends with anyone. I think he could win over anyone. So that's my 5.
I like it, Garrett. You are playing to win the crowd. I am playing to win for Earth.
Okay.
So I'm picking a team that is cohesive, that's going to work together, and they're all going to be wearing black because it's Jamie Reed, Robin Smith, Harry Bateman, Brad Hayward, and Bernie Smith.
Okay, fair enough.
Playing to win, baby.
They're the best players in the world. So,
and now we're going to move on. Best single round performance. 1 round, 1 score, an unforgettable display of speed and skill. Thank you, ChatGPT. I banned ChatGPT from using the word precision because it always wants to say speed and precision in regards to speed golf. It's banned from saying precision. So it said skill instead.
Yeah, if it watched me play or you play, it probably won't say precision.
No, certainly not for me either. Speed and spray. Who do you have for best single round performance, Garrett?
I mean, Brad Hayward recently in New Zealand Open put together just awesome 2 rounds, 69-71. I don't actually know. They have so many events. I don't know which one that was, whether that was...
That would be the Taranaki Speed Golf Open.
Oh, there you go. Really awesome. I feel like he finally broke through with that. I think he was like maybe knocking on the door.
Yeah, we've seen Brad Hayward get close many times, but he took it home at the Taranaki Open. Robin Smith brought it the second day, but not the first. That was enough for Brad to shut the door in his face. Speaking of Robin Smith, by the way, Robin Smith's first round at the U.S. Speed Golf Open on a day that we all found to be humid and squishy and very difficult to play. He goes out and he plays like he's the best player in the world. I mean, 1 over par 73 in 41 minutes.
Yeah.
Other than Luke Willett, the fast players were getting around in 45. Just just going out there and scoring like it's his job, Robin Smith. So honorable mention for Robin. But to me,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record. The answer is Carl Palmberg. 4 under par,
Yeah.
5 birdies in 42 minutes at Espoo Ringside.
That's the stuff that, I mean, you tell people about Speedgolf, they're like, they did what with how many clubs?
Yeah,
4 or 5 clubs? That's like, that's got to take it.
absolutely. And Carl, I mean, you're already stacking up the awards, but you do get a prize for this one. Your prize for the best single round performance, dozen brand new Pinnacle golf balls from 1999. Congratulations.
As good as he plays, that'll last him all year. Jeez.
Let's move on. And this is an award we got no nominations for.
Oh, gosh.
The Comeback Player of the Year honors a golfer who returned from adversity, from injury, life events, just a tough season. Reminds us why perseverance matters. Wait, but Garrett, what did you write here?
Halfway is a joke. I mean, we all witnessed this golfer has struggled. He does play quite fast. Hits the ball really far.
Plays like an athlete.
Plays quite fast. He took a break from golf for a number of years and came back this year. And the sequel was just as big as the first. I was thinking Happy Gilmore and Happy Gilmore, his comeback, and Happy Gilmore 2. I mean, we saw the depths he was to start that movie. That was a lot of adversity there. So
leaned on his
he
friends
hits it fast
family.
and hits it far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My heart goes out to him. So happy to see him back up there.
Happy indeed. Yeah. Oh, I mean, the only player I could put up there to compete with that would be the great one, Lauren Cupp. She had her 4th baby, came back and shot a 75 in the New York State Speedgolf Sprint, played at the SoFi Center with Rob Hogan. No windows were broken because there are no windows in the SoFi Center. So for me, Lauren Cupp is the Comeback Player of the Year.
I thought of something else. I don't know if this is cheesy, but I mean, I could look back at how my year was 2 years ago with like surgery and then coming back this past year. But I feel like everyone has like come back, and that's what we do. Like, we're trying to do this sport in between life and family and work, and we're just all giving it our best every single year. So I feel like maybe this year we all split the award for just getting back out there and trying hard and trying to get in the training and working on refining our game and all that stuff.
You heard it here first, folks. Garrett says Lauren Cupp does not deserve this award because he wants to split it with all of us.
We're all winners. Yeah.
All right. Well, for me, Lauren Cupp, I will give you a free round of golf at Rome Country Club.
This is not me saying that having a baby is not a big deal. Okay, let's not twist this. It's a big deal. 4 kids is
that's what
crazy.
Garrett knows how big a deal having a baby is. That's why he only had 1.
Yes. How much trouble can I get in? All right.
I have an absurd hypothetical for you, Garrett.
Okay.
You must bet $10,000, close to our budget for this episode. You must bet $10,000 on one non-speed golfer to break into the top 10 at next year's World Championships. Who you picking?
I came up with a couple ideas. I mean, it's a long shot, but she is one of the best golfers in the world. I hear she likes running a lot. She's been known to like bust out some 5Ks right before tournament rounds. And tournament rounds, I'm talking about LPGA. LPGA superstar Charlie Hull.
Woo! Love that pick from you, Garrett.
She loves running and golfing. So there you go. And after this past U.S. Open over in California, where someone was smoking a cigar at the first tee before they ran off, I mean, I could see her like ripping a heater on the first tee and then just blitzing off. I'd love to have her come out to an event. Maybe that burst Speedgolf.
Dude, love this pick from you.
What do you got?
Oh, the answer for me is very easy. I've been I've been whispering it behind the scenes for a long time, but this year, this professional athlete took yet another step toward his future speed golf career. I saw him in a Bryson DeChambeau video. So, you know, Bryson DeChambeau does the two-man scramble trying to break 50.
Okay.
On the very first hole, a 330-yard par 4, Bryson hit a fine drive, so where they had a potential eagle chip. And then this former NBA MVP, I'm talking about Steph Curry right now, he hit a
Ooh.
driver to 8 feet.
Jeez.
He actually the whole video, Garrett, if you haven't watched this, the whole video is
Yeah.
priceless because Steph Curry is just playing out of his mind, playing better than Bryson DeChambeau at golf. And Bryson DeChambeau is so angry about it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Right.
Steph Curry, incredible athlete, great golfer.
Right. You think
He,
he couldn't shoot level par and run for 45 minutes? I'm
I
very confident that he
I
could.
guarantee he could. I bet he is just fit as a fiddle from all that basketball.
So Steph Curry, yeah, I put more money down on you, almost as much money down on you as we spent on the prizes for this episode. So don't
Mhm.
let me down.
Best
You
single
want to,
piece of content?
yeah, you want to introduce it?
Yeah. Sure. This was I mean, from highlight reels to documentaries, this award is celebrating the single piece of content that made the speed golf world stop scrolling and start sharing.
All
And a
right.
big year for speed golf. Some of it internal, some external. I think externally, you've got that recent Grant Horvat and Brian Bros speed golfing relay. That was big.
500,000 views in 3 days.
That's
And I
incredible.
mean, that was real speed golf. I don't care if it
Yeah.
was played in golf carts. They played 18 holes in 30 minutes.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty awesome. And I mean, I feel like that stuff like that is only good for our sport.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And by the way, shout out to my favorite golf YouTuber, George Bryan, but also a wag of my finger to my favorite golf YouTuber, George Bryan, sitting in a stationary golf cart writing down golf scores when you're
You're
playing
still
speed
talking
golf.
about that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
I was incensed watching that.
Oh, that's like I've seen a couple of speed golfers before do practice swings before
Yeah.
they hit. I think I saw it this year at the U.S. Champs. Someone did it. I'm like, what? No,
I
stop.
would say,
Don't.
depending on your experience level, practice swings can be acceptable. But
We'll
also,
save that for offline. Yeah.
also, in Garrett's defense, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
All right. Rob Hogan reminded me that his buddy Big Bad Bob, by the way, lots of
I
love to
tried
Big
searching
Bad
for
Bob.
this.
Yeah, wasn't able to find it either.
Okay.
But man, lots of love to Big Bad Bob. So I got done. I was at the Irish Speed Golf Open. I got done filming Rob Hogan, and I was already late for my tee time. And I looked over at Big Bad Bob, and he said, "How much time do you need, Adam?" And I said, "8 minutes." And he said, "You got it, big guy." And so yeah, 8 minutes later, I went out and I played a really, really mediocre round of speed golf. Honorable mention for me, I loved this video. I watched it. I mean, certainly my most watched speed golf video of 2025 was the US Open course preview by Kyle Payton on Speed Golf Hype.
Yeah, that was really helpful.
Really beautifully done. Tricky golf course, and knowing with confidence every hole that I was on made it just a little easier.
Yeah. Yeah,
Easier to
definitely.
make those bogeys. And I made a lot of them.
Yeah.
Luke Willett had a video that got 2 million views on Instagram. Played 18 holes with one club. He shot, I don't know, 6 or 7 over par in like 21 minutes or something
Was
like
it the
that.
one he did with RNA? Or
No, this was
okay.
just one he did on
Okay.
his own channel. John Fleetstra shouting out the greenskeepers and the maintenance crew who made the US Open possible. Lots of love for that. Always need to respect the maintenance staff. And
Absolutely.
honorable mention for me. Wait, Garrett, I'll tee this one up to you. No, honorable mention for me. The Speed Golf World Cup final featuring Rob Hogan with the electric finish. Luke and Luke coming back to beat
Mhm.
Team New Zealand. That was so much fun. My personal highlight from that video is Rob is watching, I think he's watching, oh, he's watching Team New Zealand, Reed and Smith, and he's saying, that was a fine lag and all, but I maintain that that putt should have been hit 7 seconds ago. Who gets this award for you, Garrett? What's the single best piece of content?
We're both gonna give our choice?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just go just based on numbers. Luke Will at One Club, 2
Love,
million views.
love it, baby.
There you go.
For me, the award goes to Grant Horvat and the Bryan Bros with their Speedgolf relay. And they're both on the road to 5 million YouTube subscribers. And so their prize is, of the 600 people who are going to watch this video, half are already subscribed. So the other half will subscribe, and they will get 300 additional subscribers for this.
Yeah, that'll really move the needle over there. Well, I'm on board with you, especially because it opens up the content to people outside of speed golf. So I think that one should definitely take the cake. Congratulations, guys! I know you're watching.
We should give a prize though to Luke Willett for the One Club video. Got a prize for him?
Yeah. I'm gonna get him some 7-inch inseam running shorts. Just because I know he likes his short shorts, but I'd prefer a little longer there, Luke. So 7-inch inseam, maybe 9.
We're 38 minutes into this recording, and we have not yet said the phrase rainbow speed suit. But now I have. On a similar vein, we are going to award Content Creator of the Year. A storyteller who expanded the sport's reach, capturing the essence, the grind, the joy. And by the way, a lot of you wrote in and said that I should win this award for the work on the newsletter and the World Championships broadcast. And it's very kind of you to say, but I'm not going to give this award to myself. That's why I brought Garrett.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm reading through this. I'm like, he better not do this.
So many great creators making speed golf content. Huge shout out to Lauren Cupp, who really had her hands full, kept posting. There is
just 4 kids.
Just 4 kids, yeah, says Garrett, who has 25% as many. There's a speed golfer who posts every day, who goes live on TikTok every day. His name is Rob Hogan. If he is not the Content Creator of the Year every year, we're probably doing something wrong. But while we're on the subject, Kyle Payton launched Speed Golf app and Speed Golf Hype on YouTube and launched a tutorial series. Huge content creation year from Kyle Payton.
Those are huge. I really enjoyed some of the stuff that John Fleetstra, is it?
Yeah.
Fleetstra? Him and occasionally his kid would make an appearance. I don't know how I still have this in my head. Those videos he's running around with this kid, and his kid says something like, "What's a speed golfer's favorite shot? The one where you run it up there." And his is just, I just love seeing him getting out there, doing speed golf with his group. People of all ages, sizes, fitness levels.
Absolutely. All right. So all of Speed Golf Temecula is going to share, or they're going to share the honorable mention for this award, which I am giving to the big bearded Irishman, Rob Hogan, Content Creator of the Year for me. Who's the Content Creator of the Year for you, Garrett?
Yeah, I mean, Rob Hogan definitely up there, but in my book, whenever I look at this, the person who lives and breathes speed golf, there's a Speed Golf Baby. There's someone behind that. Oh yeah, Adam. I think everything you've done over the couple years, the newsletters. If you're not getting the Speed Golf Baby newsletter, you're missing out. It's awesome to keep up with everything that's going on in the world, to understand what the Swedes are doing and the Kiwis are doing, and some interesting takes on stuff, and pushing the envelope with how we can improve the sport. Yeah, I just love everything that you're doing. So, I mean, you're going to fight me on it, but I think you're the winner.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say, Gary. You need to land that with a joke, like a dig. Maybe we could go back to how it took 6 months to publish the the World Championships.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're good there. I mean, yeah, water under the bridge.
Well, okay. So for content creator, the prize for Rob Hogan is that I'm going to get him a beard trimmer,
Okay.
which he's not going to use. What is my prize, Garrett?
I will get you the free subscription to Duolingo for learning how to speak like a Kiwi, because I know you're all about doing that in advance for Worlds. So you're probably on there already. Maybe I'll do a free 30-day trial.
I'm not here to muck about.
There you go.
Okay, Garrett.
Mm.
Have a personal question to ask you.
Oh, jeez.
What was your personal speed golf low light of the
Uh,
year?
I don't like talking about this. How much time do we have? I might start crying. Second round of the US champs. I got passed twice. Next time I'm gonna do it better. So I was playing really conservative at a good, like, steady level of speed, and someone was coming up on me, and I do the wave, and they go on, and then I'm waiting, and that's a whole awkward thing. Well, then I end up being delayed a little bit from them, so then Gadget comes up on me, and he passes me because I don't want to hold him up. So yeah, I got passed twice. Yeah, like roadkill. Second round of U.S. champs. So that would be my low light. What about you, Adam?
Well, it's funny you mentioned the second round of the U.S. Open. This would be my honorable mention, speed golf low light. So after, you remember the tough par five, hole 9, where you have to the green is elevated and it's got water in front of
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, birdied it in the practice round, birdied it in round 1. Round 2, I have what feels like a perfect number in there, and I jack it over the green, hits the cart path, goes out of play. I card an 8. That was not my speed golf low light. My speed golf low light actually comes from the Irish Speed Golf Open. There was no golf involved in the low light. The low light was in relation to transportation. So to save money on my Ireland trip, I booked from a rental car company called Easy Rent. Now, this should that be a red flag? I don't know. I got to the lot. The Easy Rent van just wasn't coming. So I looked it up on the map. Only 1 mile away. I've been on a plane for a long time. I could use a walk. So I roll my golf bag down the highway and I decide to walk to Easy Rent. Now, as I'm walking down the highway, as a matter of fact, I learned later that all of Team Finland, Pertti and Villa and Marco Kuningas, drove by me and they said, "Hey, that kind of looks like Adam." Well, let's keep going.
What? Oh my gosh. I
So
thought they were nicer over there.
I get to the place on the map where Easy Rent is supposed to be, and it doesn't look like a car rental place. As a matter of fact, it looks like an urban truck stop. And I walk up to the building, and a salty old Irishman comes up to me. He says, "Oh, you're looking for Easy Rent?" I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "Well, they're not here. They've moved, and their damn website hasn't changed." So I walked to the rental car pavilion at Dublin International. Easy Rent's not there. Take a bus back to the airport, where I catch the bus to Easy Rent. I've now already missed my tea time that's 3 hours away, and I still have to drive across the country of Ireland on the wrong side of the road in the smallest rental car you can imagine,
Oh my gosh.
with the hedgerows clipping my left mirror because I'm not accustomed to driving on this side of the
Yeah,
road.
yeah.
I get to the golf course, I play a few practice holes, but then the absolute nadir of my Irish experience is as I'm on my way from the golf course to the Airbnb. Going along these winding Irish roads again with the hedgerows clipping my mirror, a dog jumps out in front of my car. By the way, I don't like to tell this story because it doesn't make me look good. In fact, it makes me look bad, and it's deeply unsatisfying. But I'm telling it because I feel an obligation to the speed golf audience to come clean about this. A dog jumps out in front of my car. I slam on the brakes, and I still hit the dog. Boom! It was a cheap car, so I mean, this rattled the entire car, and so I'm stopped in the middle of the Irish countryside, looking around, can't even tell where this dog belongs, and I'm thinking that I'm going to have to carry it back to its owner's doorstep, probably a quarter mile long driveway, or whatever that is in kilometers. And then just as I'm about to get out of the car, the dog whimpers and runs away back to its house. And so now I'm stuck with yet another conundrum. Do I need to go talk to the owner still?
Yeah.
And my adrenaline had spiked and had started to crash, and I just drove away.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it was mildly traumatic.
Yeah, that is, God, that is crazy.
Yeah.
So sorry that happened.
I mean, me too, man. And
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
gosh.
it's such an unsatisfying story. Well, with that preamble, I think this is the perfect time to introduce the next award, which is the funniest moment of the year. All right, what was the funniest moment of the year? We've got, I would say, 3 credible entries here, Garrett.
Mhm.
What do you have to say about funniest moment of the year?
One of the nominees, definitely Lauren Cup, sculling that bunker shot across the SoFi Center was just hilarious.
She
It's
also
still,
slipped on the AstroTurf and fell on her face in that same event, which she proudly posted to Instagram. I'm not saying this to dunk on her.
yeah, jeez Louise.
Well, and Hogan's reaction to the bunker shot is what sells it. Jason Hawkins had a hole-in-one at the US Open. The sun was in his face, so he couldn't see the ball go in the hole. The camera operator was sure that it was just a regular shot. Camera wasn't even rolling when the ball goes in. So that was funny.
And in typical Jason fashion, like he finishes around, it's like, how was it? That was good. I think I had a hole in one, or like, just nonchalant, like, I'd be over the moon, and he's just so hum.
It's like, yeah, that was my 6th. My
Yeah,
mom, every time I get a
6.
hole in one, I think he said that. Yeah. Every time I get a hole in one, my mom always gets one right afterwards. So she just, she always one ups me.
It's a competitive family.
They are. They
Jeez.
really are. All right. But I think, in all lack of seriousness, Garrett, I think you and I have the same answer for the funniest moment of the year. When I was interviewing Robin Smith about, and specifically we were talking about the 14th hole at the World Championships, the downhill par 5, where it takes a little bit of carry to challenge the water. Robin did not hesitate, pulled out 4-iron and launched it over the water. And I asked him why. A lot of people laid up there. Why didn't you? And Robin said,
not there to spiders. I'm either going to win it or I'm going to come third or fourth at him, to be fair.
and the funniest part to me was not just that he said it, but that he thought that it was hilarious that I had any reaction at all to that, because that's such a normal thing for him to say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a treat going down to New Zealand this next year, and you hear something like that, and I'm sure it just goes, the bells ring off in your head, and it's like, I gotta get that on a shirt. So I love the shirt that you did too with that.
All right. And what does Robin Smith get for the funniest moment of the year?
Robin, I'm sure there's a nice. I know you like to read. I think we chatted about a book that you read, and so I'll give you a library card to your nearest library there in New Zealand. So there you go. They do. You can rent books for free. The books are free.
All the books you can read.
Essentially, the value is like thousands of dollars, because all these books, you don't have to pay for them. You do have to get them back.
Now, the award that I was not even sure whether to put on the list, because would anybody even have an opinion on it? Actually, we got the most feedback on this award, and that is Executive of the Year. The behind the scenes leaders making tournaments happen, growing participation, and shaping the future of speed golf. I heard from a speed golfer named Mike nominating Richard Miller from upstate New York, organized the first speed golf tournament at Mohonk Golf Course last year, and then more than doubled the number, or sorry, he effectively doubled it from 13 to 25 participants. A lot of people playing their first ever round of speed golf. And I think you and I agree, Garrett, local clubs are where the introductions to speed golf happen in a safe environment. So huge shout out to Richard Miller.
Great stuff, Richard.
Had an anonymous reader say Stephen Page Vansel for their work on the Arrowhead Speed Golf Open in Oregon. Love that. Plus Steve was so good that he felt bad winning the event, so he just played as an exhibition.
Yeah. Yeah. Another powered team that I think is on the list, not sure if they'll take the win or not, but Speedgolf SoCal, John Fleetstra and Garland Smith, doing big things over there. It's not new. They've been doing it for a long, long time. But I think a lot of us were really impressed with the U.S. champs that they hosted in concert, with Scott Dolly, but doing a lot of stuff at the grassroots level.
I mean, is it any coincidence that we had the biggest and best U.S. Open of the year on the same year that that the U.S. Open started working with Garland and John? I would say it is not a coincidence.
No, and I mean that's probably a big reason why we're going back again next year. So
Heck yeah. By the way, just for signing up, you got a $180 pair of golf shoes. I mean, I don't personally wear golf shoes, but still pretty sweet.
yeah, same. I mean, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, a partnership like that with a big brand like Asics.
Got to mention Mikhail Palmberg and his team. Rob Hogan really wanted to shout them out, lining up the Scandinavian Masters event. Great step over there. And the European Speed Golf Open, Henrik Honkaletto taking time off from his day job as an Instagram model to put that tournament together. I thought that was amazing.
Is he legit an Instagram model?
No, but he's
Was that just perfect deadpan? I'm like,
yeah,
I don't
sorry.
keep up with. I don't follow.
Oh yeah, you follow Henrik on Instagram. He's just traveling to Kazakhstan, posting like the most beautiful pictures you've ever seen.
Okay.
No speed golf content at all. Just just Henrik's travel blog. Getting serious for a second. Just kidding. I don't want to get serious here. But Scott Dolly, ISGA president, biggest and best U.S. Open in history. He deserves credit too. But he's been the common denominator. John and Garland are the new additions. And then there's, of course, Pam Painter from British Speed Golf. And when I think of a Speed Golf executive, I mean, Pam checks so many boxes. Or lining up the media side, I would say better than any national Speed Golf head. Partnering with the players to get the field filled out, and then the innovative format, having the prelims and finals all on the same day. Huge shout out to Pam Painter.
For someone to be that devoted to the speed golf community, it's pretty admirable. A lot of us will work hard at stuff, or halfway work hard at stuff. I make that joke about myself, because we compete in it too, but
Yeah.
just doing it just because you love the community and you love the event is pretty awesome. So
I love it. Yeah, for me, this comes down to really two. It could be Speed Golf SoCal, John and Garland. It could also be Pam from British Speed Golf. And I mean, with the very narrowest edge, I want to give it to Pam because this is not just a one-time achievement. Hey, great job, by the way, on that U.S. Open, guys. But Pam has been stacking these bricks for years, and it's finally turning into I don't know, a beautiful building. So yeah, Pam Painter, British Speed Golf gets my vote for Executive of the Year. What do you say, Garrett?
I can get behind that. My initial thought, just because I witnessed it, I observed it myself, was the guys in SoCal. I already just talked about how amazing it is what Pam does over there. So I can agree with that.
All right. And Pam, if you pay the shipping, I will get Garland to send you his pair of Asics golf shoes that he got from the U.S. Open.
Are you size 11 men's? Are you? You're good. Hope so. Just wear your thick socks.
Wear thick socks, Gordon. Do you have any shout outs, any ad reads, anything you want to promote before we award Speed Golfer of the Year?
Not really. No.
Well, then I will promote This Week in Speed Golf. Head over to speedgolf.baby and sign up for the email newsletter, This Week in Speed Golf. Here's the promise. Every week you will get a message about speed golf. That's all I'm comfortable promising at the moment. But often it will have stories, tournament recaps, upcoming events, and YouTube videos that I've watched and enjoyed. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, it costs you almost nothing other than the 15 seconds it will take you to sign up.
It might be one of the only newsletters right now that I read from first word to last word. And it's a cool blend of everything. I think about it a lot. I'm like, when are we getting that new one? And actually, I don't want to commit to this right now, but I think it could be fun to me being the somewhat rules guy,
Mhm.
maybe include a little segment about rules sporadically throughout there at the bottom. Um,
I love
People
that.
may glance right over it, but it could be fun to reference something. Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, you can do that.
Dude, I
Um,
like that. I mean, if we posted every week about how to play a lost ball, then I think by the end of a year,
mhm.
fully a quarter of our readers would understand how to play a lost ball.
Yeah, there's quite a few rules things that I mean, we have to follow the rules because we're playing for prizes and stuff. But
Right.
um,
Unless you're leading the European Speed Golf Open, you have to follow the rules. And
you
you're
know
from
what?
a
That's okay.
neighbor of the host country, and your dad
Damn it,
really wants you
Adam.
to win. Too soon?
Yeah, no, that's humor is always good.
But seriously, Garrett, the USGA publishes those short videos on like,
Yeah.
hey, what to do
Mm-hmm.
if your ball's on a sprinkler
Yes.
head.
Yep.
And like, is it legal to drop it on the green when it came to rest on the fringe before? And that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
think, honestly, the speed golf audience would benefit from a lot of that, even if
Okay.
it's just refreshers on the actual rules of golf.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
All right, Garrett, it's time. The night's highest honor, recognizing the 4 speed golfers, senior man, senior woman, man, and woman, whose performance, sportsmanship, and impact defined the year in speed golf.
Yes. The big night. This is the one that you wait for. You turn on the award shows, and it's like, when are they doing the big awards? When are they doing the big awards? Well, 2.5 hours from now. It feels like we're nearly there tonight right now. But um, I think we're looking to start with the senior women
Yes, we
category.
are. And I mean, honorable mention for me, Runa Peterson, your reigning senior women's world champion, had yet another great year. But in a critical juncture, Runa got beat. She got beat by my friend, one of the fittest senior ladies I have ever met, Bev Fentiman, who we can give the Senior Woman Speed Golfer of the Year award to.
I will agree with that. Yeah. She's become a household name almost
A
on the
relentless
circuit.
globetrotter,
Mm-hmm.
making the rounds to Ireland and Finland and France, and the whole crew of European women deserves a shout out. I'm talking about Britta and Kathy and Bev
Yeah.
and Emily. I mean, they are attracting more women to the game, which is awesome.
Yeah. It's quite the crew. I love what they're doing. This sometimes can be seen as like a solo sport, but really there's a big social thing and they have a cool little tribe. Congratulations, Bev.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, raising a glass to you, to your health.
Yes.
And Bev, as part of this honor, your prize is that Rob Hogan will roast your golf swing on Instagram for his 500,000 followers.
Congratulations, Bev. Get out there, post your swing, and the Rob will get all over it, Merge.
If I asked you to skim this stone. All right, Garrett.
It's great advice.
The senior man speed golfer of the year. Let's talk first about
Okay.
Steve Vansel. Steve Vansel from America was denied by the great Scott Dolly the opportunity to win the 40 plus, 50 plus, and 60 plus divisions at the same time, which he would have done, by the way. And by the way, I wrote this in the newsletter, but I think the answer to this is obvious to me, which is that if you want to compete for the overall title and the age group title, just play from the black tees or from the back tees.
Mm-hmm.
And if your score is good enough, you're giving me 400 yards on the golf course.
Yep.
And by the way, 20 years of age. And if you give me 20 years of age and 400 yards on the golf course and you still beat me, you can have this medal that's hanging on my neck right now.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, what he does is pretty, I don't want to say amazing for the age, but like his floor is so high. He never goes above a certain score. He's always going to be in the mix, and I think he's gotten pretty fit.
So yeah, Steve Vansel in the running. Damian Mills
Mhm.
definitely in the running here. Such a quiet and unassuming guy who won the New Zealand Open seniors division 13 shots better than the second place senior. He was 10th overall at that tournament. And by the way, as we know, the New Zealand Speed Golf Open is
Jeez.
stacked.
Yeah, he's always around the top for the senior category. I think he did pretty solid at last Worlds.
Yeah.
Was
Second place at Worlds in Japan, only behind the king, Marco Kuningas. But that gives you a clue, Garrett, as to who I'm going to pick for my pick for senior man. And it's the guy who beat the king. You come at the king, you best not miss. Joachim Wickland from Sweden. He beat
Yeah,
Marco Kuningas at the European Speed Golf Open by less than a shot, but a win is a win.
good enough.
Joachim, I mean, he was super competitive at age 49 at the Speed
Hmm.
Golf World Championships, and at age
Yes, he
50,
was.
taking it to another level. I'm constantly seeing him on Strava just dropping, 8-mile runs like I don't anymore with my ankle.
Yeah, that's I mean, for better or worse, sometimes just because we're competitive, you see a player that good and it's like, oh, they're in the senior category now. Yes.
Right.
And you get a little excited because they're out of your category. And by you, I mean me. Just an awesome dude. I've golfed with him up close,
Yeah.
practice rounds at Worlds. Really happy for his success.
Huge Joachim fan. And as your award for Senior Man Speed Golfer of the Year, we are getting you.
I will give you, I've got some leftover Speed Golf Missouri medals. I'm technically wearing one that says 9-hole women first place. We didn't have any women sign up that year, but you got to buy the medals before the. Anyway, I'll get you one extra. I'll change the thing to senior. So,
All right. Garrett is going to take
congratulations.
a Sharpie and write over the 9-hole women first place. And that is going to be your prize. Senior Man Speed
Yes.
Golfer of the Year, Joachim Wickland. Congratulations, Joachim. Now let's talk women below 50.
Okay.
I've got three
Yep.
names on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Honorable mention for me goes to Paige Vansel. Paige
Mm-hmm.
Vansel could have been in the conversation for breakout speed golfer of the year, frankly, because this was only her second competition after playing only in the pairs division at Worlds 2024. She won the U.S. Speed Golf Open. Played great. Actually, that was one of my speed golf highlights of the year, was riding along with Steve as he was scoring for Paige in round one at the U.S. Open.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
you can't help but like Steve upon first meeting him, just because he's friendly and a little sarcastic. But Steve Vansel is like an onion. He has layers. And riding in a golf cart with him for an hour, I got to peel back a few of the layers, and just a huge fan of that guy. So, Steve, it was an honor riding with you. Paige, it was an honor watching you, and you are not the speed golfer of the year. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, let's not make it all about Steve. No, Paige is really sweet. Her golf game is awesome. Like I ran down with her on the first fairway. Her swing's great. She was straight down the middle on the green. And the fitness level isn't up there with some of the top women in the world. But neither is mine compared to the top men in the world.
Quick honorable mention for a result that just came in, Meguna Haga, who Garrett absolutely trashed
Oh
in
my
our
gosh.
World Championships
Not
preview.
trash.
Which she took personally. And
Yes.
took the time to call him out for it.
That was my favorite moment of 2024.
Meguna Haga defends her Japanese Speed Golf Open title, shooting a rather pedestrian 76 in 60 minutes.
Congratulations, Meguna, Kiki.
Now, to me, this is really a battle of two women. We've got Amy Linton. Amy Linton from New Zealand, defeated Liz McKinnon to win the New Zealand Open. Liz McKinnon's first competition loss in her entire life. and Amy won the Taranaki Open as well. Great stuff from Amy Linton. But there's also this European speed golfer, upstart, doesn't get much coverage. Just kidding.
Yeah.
She won her 5th French Speed Golf Open. She won the inaugural European Speed Golf Open and won the British Speed Golf Championships, the only woman to make the top 20.
Yeah, Emily Mollard. That's amazing stuff. She's always going to be top 2, top 3 anytime she tees it up.
Emily Mollard, such a joy to watch her. Who is it? Scott Dolly says that he thinks she has the best golf swing in speed golf, which who am I to argue?
Yeah. I agree there.
She was talking about in the European Speed Golf Open, she played with 3 clubs. And so if she had anything more than 150 yards, she was hitting a chippy 3-wood.
Oh my gosh. She just posted she was doing left-handed swings on the range, and her lefty swing looks good too. It's not fair, but yeah, this can be tough. Who do you think gets the edge?
I mean, 3 wins against international competition, including 5th French Open title, never having lost a French Open. Emily gets it by a slim margin. And Emily, your award, Speed Golfer of the Year Women's Division, is I know you're big into skiing, so you can come to Traverse City, Michigan, where the elevation is above 600 feet above sea level, and you can give me a ski lesson.
As long as you get it on video, I want to watch that.
Right, and then while we're there, we can also do the Phil Mickelson drill, where Emily will do her left-hand golf swing, while I do my right-hand golf swing, and then I will learn to emulate a better golf swing.
Oh, I thought she was going to do a left-handed flop shot over your head.
That would not
the Phil Mickelson thing.
Yeah, that would not concern me in the slightest. All right, I'm in for that too.
Okay, I may.
All right, Emily, you're coming to Traverse City, Michigan, in the dead of winter to do some speed golf content. And our final award, Speed Golfer of the Year, Men's Division.
Only a few nominees.
How many names are honestly on this list? Okay, Rob Hogan, honorable mention for me, won the Japanese Speed Golf Open, beating the world champion and Tatsuya Shinmoto, who is an excellent speed golfer. And by the way, I would say showman of the year at the 2024 World Championships, between the high stepping up the 18th fairway and beatboxing Billie Jean when he accepted the award for Japanese Speed Golfer of the Year. Live performance of the year 2024 goes to Tatsuya Shinmoto, but we're here to award Speed Golfer of the Year. Rob Hogan, honorable mention.
Viewer, if you're this far into the podcast and you don't think we're going to say either of these two people, you must not have been paying attention. First one, Robin Smith.
Yes. Wait, what has he done lately?
Well, just take our title again. Another foreigner win the U.S. champs. Commanding performance, 2 great days in California. Refresh me on the other New Zealand stuff.
Well, not to mention, won the Australian Speed Golf Open.
Yes. Yeah.
Top 3 at New Zealand Speed Golf Open. Won the Irish Speed Golf Open.
Oh, yeah.
Won the U.S. Speed Golf Open. And was named by the ISGA. The ISGA, the International Speed Golf Alliance, named Robin Smith the #1 speed golfer in the world when they published their world rankings 6 months ago. There was we got to, by the way, acknowledge the behind the scenes work that went into Robin Smith's world #1 ranking. There was one astute data analyst behind the scenes named, I got to look this up. Actually, oddly enough, also named Robin Smith. What an incredible coincidence.
He wears many hats.
No, I don't think it's the same guy.
What?
No, there's Robin Smith, the speed golfer, and then there's Robin Smith, the ISGA data analyst. You thought Robin?
I totally thought it was.
Oh, wow. Now, I'm pretty
I
sure
don't know. I've been fooled before. I mean, someone said Robin and Bernie were brothers, so it doesn't take much. It says gullible on the ceiling right now.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. I don't know. I read everything that gets put out and I just take it for fact.
So Robin Smith is a strong contender for Speed Golf for the year. And thanks, by the way, to the behind the scenes Robin Smith for recognizing that in the ISGA World Rankings. Then there's also this young whippersnapper from Sweden
I'm sure they say that over there.
who took time away from university study. Actually, I don't get the impression this guy does a lot of university studying, considering how good his golf game is.
Yeah, feels like me in college.
Yeah, took time away from the chipping and putting green to go play an actual tournament. Talking about Carl Palmberg, of course, Swedish national record and inaugural European Speed Golf Open champ.
Who's to say he could have won more if he played in more events, but he did awesome at the stuff he showed up to. But I guess for me, and maybe for you too, I think Robin gets the edge with having more titles and traveling. It's a little bit to get around, do all that stuff, but winning on all those different countries and continents.
Yeah, and according to my research, New Zealand, where Robin lives, is quite far away from everywhere else they play speed golf.
It's pretty close on a map. It's only like this far.
It's only a few inches, but or centimeters, depending where you live.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, according to my research, it's going to take me 30 hours to fly there. Between the winds and the degree of difficulty doing it from such a remote location, Robin Smith, Speed Golfer of the Year, and you are going to receive the grand prize. You get the honor of sitting in Jamie Reed's chair and eating his porridge for a couple more months. Congratulations.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats, Robin. Congrats, all the winners, game changers. This been a blast. What we got coming up?
Coming up in 2026, let's see. New Zealand Speed Golf Open is, I think, your first signature event coming up in April. U.S. Open coming up in June. First ever Scandinavian Open also coming up in June.
Yes.
U.S. Open in July, I believe.
Yeah.
We're going to have the French Open, of course. So, yeah, I mean, and then there's this little event in a remote location, talking about November 2026. Yeah, just a few inches away on the map. Talking about the 2026 Speed Golf World Championships near Auckland, New Zealand. It's going to be the best ever.
I mean, it's going to be hard to follow up Japan, but I know they're going to just blow it out of the water. It's going to be amazing from start to finish. They won't leave any stone unturned, and it's going to be a blast to go down there. So.
And Speed Golf family, as we close this one out, I just want to say that no matter where you are or when you're listening to this, I'm wishing you health, fitness, and fun in the days ahead. I started Speed Golf, baby, not for the vast riches, not for the international travel, but to help more people like you find this beautiful game that we play. In a world with geopolitical tension, economic uncertainty, and online echo chambers, we need to meet up in person, away from the screen, break a sweat, and hopefully raise a glass afterward. That's what Speed Golf is all about. Look forward to playing Speed Golf with many of you in 2026. And if you know a friend who would benefit from a little more connection that takes place at a brisk jog with wet shoes on a golf course, well, I hope you'll send them a text or something like that. And if they need a little bit more help getting out the door, one option is the Speed Golf Starter Pack, which you can get for free at speedgolf.baby/start. Until next time, keep it in the short grass.
It's Speed Golf, baby!